What builds muscle is lifting weights, eating proper nutrition, sleeping at night, and then doing this consistently for a long time. Whatever way enables you to do this most effectively is what you should choose and then stick with. Most people choose gyms initially because that's the default option and what most other people do as well. Gyms do have some advantages over home training in my opinion. Number one, and most importantly, is the social energy that might come from training at a gym. I know some people who have to train in a gym in order to feel motivated. You have your separate space for training, you could say, compared to your home life. Number two advantage is exercise and equipment variety, as well as having abundant weights for progression forever, pretty much. Although this is not really necessary for most people because you don't need that much weight, especially not when you're starting out. But some people like to change up things once in a while, and if that's you, then gyms definitely have an advantage, I believe. Home training also has advantages over gym training in my opinion. This is what I personally do, so I'm obviously going to be biased in this regard. There's no people around, so for some people the opposite applies. So whereas gyms are attractive for some people because there's actually people around and that motivates them, home training is attractive for other people because there's no people around and no distractions, no waiting on machines, so on and so forth. Number two is less equipment and less exercise variety, which, also helps some people so you don't get paralyzed by the amount of options available. Training at home is also actually less expensive, which is the opposite of what most people think. Unless you want to build a home gym, obviously, you only really need like a $20, $30 chin-up pull-up bar to get started with home training, whereas that's less than the entrance fee for starting training in a gym in most cases, and that's looking aside from the monthly fee you'll have to pay training in the gym. And the fourth advantage of training at home is that it's way more efficient typically, especially if you train with a simple approach and you actually care about efficiency, but also just the fact that you don't have to commute back and forth and the like. This advantage is obviously neglected if you have a gym at your work or there's a gym on the way home or something like that. But the bottom line is that you got to try both and pick the one which you like the best and you can stick to long term, because that's what's important for building muscle and strength and getting in shape, whatever you want. No matter which approach you pick, it's still the same things which apply, which is going to build your muscle strength, lose your fat, get you in shape, whatever you want. So it's training, nutrition, sleep, consistency, and time. So these 5 things are going to be the things which are going to get you in shape no matter which approach you pick. So you just got to pick the approach which actually makes it as easy for you as possible to follow these 5 pillars, I suppose.